a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Bell. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fires to the big fella. Wide open spaces. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Offense threatening. 1st and 10 from the 31. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Caught near the sticks, it's Singleton. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Here's the give off the left side. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Keeps looking downfield. Complete to the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Dogs are flying down the field. Reads it, fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. Intercepted to stop the threat.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Going over the top. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On the move, it's Cobb. Slithers into space. Plows through the defense. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Oklahoma State stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Quarterback keeper. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll move the tight end. The RPO, it's complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Caught near the sticks, it's Simmons. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man, it's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over UCF. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. It's a seam wide open. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll throw on third and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Bell. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pop. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level. And
picked off to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field. But interesting to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Kane. There he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And he's virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 21 over UCF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives. You have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
17, Georgia 14.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Cobb. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
24, Georgia, 14.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get outside. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a ball in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Buys a little extra time. On the run, deep down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking for room, it's Cobb. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's going up top here late in the game. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Cobb. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got room on the return. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Going to try to get it himself. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.